Larry the Cable Guy is a multi-platinum recording artist, a Grammy nominee, he's an actor. He's in our pantries right there in a roundabout kind of way.
For years, we've extended a number of offers, hoping to make this moment happen, and finally, it's here.
Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy. It's not like he turned us down.
No.
We never got turned down.
It's hard to pin
No,
down.
I just hard to pin down. But I'm glad you have.
Yeah.
It's always nice to come on here and class this place up a little bit. That's why I got sleeves on. Look at this.
I thought about wearing my best plaid dress for you, but decided
You should have done it. You should have done it. Yeah, I got sleeves. I got a nice shirt
No,
on.
I
Look at
appreciate
this.
that.
Almost too fancy for the show.
It's almost too fancy.
Almost too fancy.
I was listening to you on Todd and Tyler this morning. You've been friends with those guys forever, and that's where I first heard you 12, 13, 15 years ago, whenever it was. And I remember, I'm like, who is this old guy calling into the show? You would call in. Because I always missed your name. I always missed it. And I'd tell guys, you should hear this old guy calling into Todd and Tyler. He's funnier than heck. It was great. That's kind of how you got started.
When I started doing the call-ins, it was like, hey, what is it, Rushy? What's up, Todd Tyler? What's up? I had never in a million years thought I would ever do it on stage.
Yeah.
It was a radio thing, you know, and it got to the point where I was on stage and people started going, get her done, you know, so I dipped into it and I couldn't follow it. So I said, you know what? It's funny. I like it. I love writing for it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how.
And it turned into this year. I mean, all these years later, people still can't get enough of it. Are you tired of people yelling?
No,
"Get her done" back
I
at you?
love it. I got to tell you, I like people. I'm a friendly guy, and it gives people a chance. It gives you something to say to you. You know, hey, there's like Larry, get her done. You know, it kind of opens it up.
Walking
you know?
through the airport and people are heckling you.
Yeah.
Get her done.
Yeah, I like it. It's a really cool thing. I enjoy what I do. It's a lot of fun, and I never thought I'd ever have potato chips out or anything.
Or chicken batter.
My chicken batter is to die for.
Haven't had it, but I'll
It
try
is good. And those chips. I got a new one out now, biscuits and gravy flavored.
And you eat your own stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you something. That is the greatest potato chip you'll ever see.
Is it good?
Yeah, KLN Brands out of Minnesota got these for me. We partnered up. If you can find them,
Eat them.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You'll be able to die the next day.
How's your neck?
You know what? It's better. Yeah, I hurt my neck. I was filming a movie up in Vancouver. Another one of my Oscar-nominated pictures that I do.
Like witless protection.
I was doing. Were you one of the 7 that saw that?
I like the nudie scene.
Oh, don't even bring that up.
I was glad you had the hat where you did, Larry.
I am too. No, I did. We did Jingle All the Way too. And I normally hate doing those. I hate remaking the big Oscar-nominated movies. But I think Sinbad was nominated for that. So I'm up there and I'm writing. I'm 51 years old, and I do not look 51.
No, you don't. I was going to say.
You know how I stay so young? I read at a 3rd grade level. So I stay so young. So I know, right? And I'm riding this mechanical bull, and I have to act like I'm, you know. So for literally 15 minutes, I'm just throwing my head in my neck. Well, 2 days later, my neck stiffened up so bad. Not 2 days, 2 hours later, my neck stiffened up so bad, I couldn't move my neck.
Couldn't turn it.
And we still had 2 days to film. And they're bringing in these massage therapists and the whole deal, and it's getting worse and worse. And it's funny, if you watch the show, by the end of this movie, the movie's hilarious, by the way, but towards the end of the movie, there'll be a couple of scenes where I'm walking with this guy, and I'm literally doing this. Hey, so let me ask you this. And you can see I'm really stiff.
But it was serious, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got rushed to the emergency room in Vancouver, and they put me on morphine, and for the pain, it gave me a neck brace. I had that on for 4 or 5 days, and then it started getting a little better. Went back to Lincoln, went into therapy 10 days in a row, got better, and now it's fine.
That's good.
So glad you're better now.
Well, yeah, because you never know about whiplash. They say they don't know much about it. It
No.
can be 2 weeks, it can be 5 years.
Yeah.
So, so it's a lot better now.
Glad to hear that.
That's good. Team Jack.
Was the camera on me when I did that? Because my neck is killing me.
Can we talk about
Team Jack. Tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to
cool.
be a lot of fun.
gonna be fun.
Let me just say, I don't know how much time I have, but a quick story.
Yeah.
I was working at a casino in Oklahoma when I saw that video of Jack. And of course, the fan that I am, I'm on there checking out spring training, and that came on. I was bawling like a little baby.
Yeah.
I was so happy for that kid. I was so happy. And I have to go on stage, and I look like I just got a divorce or something. I mean, I got tears in my eyes, and so I had to tell the crowd right when I got, I just seen this video. Oh my gosh, this is the greatest video. So I went and I did the show. It was a hilarious show, you know, but I mean, Jack's the only person that ever made me cry before I go on stage. But it's such pediatric brain cancer. I can't think of a cause any better than this. I mean, you look at these kids and that have this, but so we want to raise a lot of money. And when they called and said, you want to do a show, I said, I'm in. Yeah. Let's do it.
And you're not. This isn't about you making any money at all.
Not at all.
About
this
the research
is all
for
donated. Look, this is all for Jack and the foundation.
That's great, Larry.
And it's going to be a fun thing to do. Now, the crazy thing about it, I'm a little nervous only for the fact the last time I performed in Lincoln was at the stadium.
I remember.
So now I'm at Pinnacle Bank. I'm not used to these smaller rooms.
Right.
So, you know, hopefully we
downgraded
can
you, huh?
Tickets are still
I
available.
know, my career's going down stadiums and all. Now I'm in the
Ticketmaster has a few tickets left, so if you want to get in to see Larry tomorrow night, we invite you to do it. But even through your own foundation, Larry, Get Her Done Foundation, you've been doing a lot to help kids with some serious health challenges, I know.
Oh, yeah, the Get Her Done Foundation, my wife and I started that a few years ago, and that's been amazing. Look, I've got great fans, and what has happened to me in my career is just beyond anything I ever thought. So I always think that if you're in a position where people like you and they pay to come to your show and they've given you a life like you've never dreamed of, I think you should give back to other people. It's fun to help other people out. And if you have a chance to do it, you should do it. And I love doing it, and my wife loves doing it, and I'm just glad that I got great fans and enabled us to be able to do it.
As much as we love how funny you are, we love that side of you even more.
Yeah, and people around here love it.
Yeah.
Well, I love it too, and I always say, they go, well, how much is Dan Whitney? That's my real name. How much is Dan Whitney? Is Larry the Cable Guy? And I say, well, here's the thing. Here's the difference between me and Larry the Cable Guy. I like to do fun stuff. Larry the Cable Guy pays for it all. So I leave him in charge of making the money.
Let's turn serious now. Did you get to the spring game? What do you think of Bo Pelini's cat?
You know what? I seen the faux Pelini thing and all that. I love Bo. I think Bo's a great guy.
He's great.
And I thought that was good. He's just showing everybody he's got, because he gets a certain rep, you know.
Bo's a stick in the mud.
Bo's a funny guy, unless he's shooting over 95 and goal. But Bo's a great guy, and the fact he came out with the cat and showed everybody that side, I think is great.
Look at that grin on his face.
Because
you've got to know this kind of the social side of him a little bit, so you kind of see a side that
he's a great guy. You know, people Tom Osborne, you know. People got to remember, Tom Osborne comes along once every 35, 40 years. You know, let Bo play. I've always said, let coach be coach and we're going to be fine. You leave the guy alone. You know, I always find it funny. Everybody is an expert at college football, but they've never played it or coached it. So let the guy do it. I thought it was great. I thought it was good.
It was funny,
and very funny.
We have something for you.
Hey, look at this! A Camo morning blend.
It fits too.
Look at that.
Hot dog.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Look at that. Where's it? There it is. That's right.
I
love it. Thank you. All right, let's get comfortable. Bring in the chili dog.
I wish we had chili dogs on demand. LarryTheCableGuy.com to keep up with this fella. Pinnacle Bank Arena tomorrow night. Big fundraiser for Team Jack Foundation. We love the Hoffmans.
Still some tickets available, have you heard?
I think there is. You know, I think when it's all said and done, we're probably going to do around 11,000, maybe 11 and a half,
That's great.
something like
That's
that.
Awesome.
So, well, that's a credit to the state of Nebraska and Nebraska. You know, whenever there's a need and somebody needs help, they come out. Look, I know they're going to see a comedy show, but I know some people coming out just because they want to help Jack out. So that's awesome. So we're going to have a good time.
You're still living in Nebraska. Are you still out just outside of Lincoln? Still
here? You know
I say like I've been there.
I moved back 3 years ago. My wife and I went back and forth for a while. We spent winters in Florida, and when we had kids, I always said, it was always my goal, look, if I have kids, I'm moving back to Nebraska. You know, my dad moved us away when I was 15. And I'm glad he did. I wouldn't be a comedian today. But I always told my wife, we have kids, I'm raising my kids like I was raised. Because there's no better place than this. And this is true. I was sitting on my back porch yesterday, and I just sitting there, and I'm literally looking at woods and a little creek running through my property, and you can kind of see some houses up on the side. It's all cornfields, and, you know, now there's dirt right now. But I told my wife, I said, honey, you got the Rocky Mountains, you got the ocean. I would not trade this view for anything, and I wouldn't. I just love it so much.
That's awesome.
You
We'll
know?
leave it there, Larry.
That's
Thank
right.
you for joining us.
Larry, thanks a lot.
Huskers. I'm a Husker, baby.
We love it. Thanks,
Thanks
Larry.
a lot. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Guests
for
from
having
Blend.
me.
Start their day with coffee from Pears Gourmet, the official coffee of the Morning Blend. And to learn more about Pears, go to OmahaMorningBlend.com and click on the Pears logo right on the homepage.
After the break, the Elliptico, and where you can go to try it out yourself.
Yeah, then at 9:47, Comedy for Cancer. One comedian is going to explain why he had to be involved.